Hello Pisces, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. Alright my loves, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you guys. Alright Pisces. Alright, Pisces, we have the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, for the general overall energy, we have the Six of Pentacles. Pisces, I definitely feel like you are wanting to be cautious about how much you give to something right now. Especially with the Six of Pentacles being here. It's like I feel like you're willing to give to something, but you're wanting to make sure that it's giving back to you, right? I feel like you are wanting to be very cautious about like giving too much too quickly or, giving more than you're receiving here. Now, we have the High Priestess for the way that you're, like, kind of the area of your thoughts, okay? Your mental energy. You're really trying to trust your intuition here and kind of be patient and just see how something is going to work out. And like I said, I feel like you're being very cautious in the meantime. I do feel like you're open, but I also feel like there's a little bit of an unclear energy here, or an uncertainty, where it could feel like, I'm not quite sure if me and this person are on the same page. I'm not quite sure if we're wanting the same things. I'm just not quite sure, where this is at or going. So I'm going to be careful. I'm going to just give a little bit right now and see what happens. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You're trusting your intuition, and, you're showing up in your reading very strongly here as yourself with the High Priestess here, Pisces. So, you're trusting your intuition, you're open, it's a good energy. Now, you have the Three of Pentacles here for your feelings. Like I said, I feel like you're wanting to make sure that you are on the same page with somebody. You do see some potential, but I also feel like you're seeing, in the past, I have fallen for just somebody's potential, and they never measured up to that. And I feel like you're wanting to be very careful not to do that right now, right? Like, yes, there's potential here. I feel like, this person has potential, this connection has potential, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go put everything into that, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll meet that potential. I want to make sure that me and this person are on the same page. Like we're, it's working. So another kind of cautious energy. Now your intention, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like with that showing up as your intention, I feel like you're just trying to mitigate as your, regret, your disappointment, your hurt, right? I feel like you're just trying to minimize that here. You're like, what, I'm going to be more cautious and careful than I have in the past, so that I don't go through the things that I have in the past, so I don't end up losing so much. Some of you guys maybe have, like I said, been an overgiver in the past, very generous with your time, your effort, your energy, even your money. And I feel like you've had a lot of regrets with that. So it's like, I'm just going to do things differently because I've learned my lessons, You're just trying to make sure you're not going to experience some of the things you have in the past. Now, we have the Nine of Wands here for the challenge. So, I don't think it's a bad energy. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. He's someone who doesn't give up. He gets knocked down and gets back up again. I feel like you've been knocked down a lot, Pisces, when it comes to love here. And it's like you keep getting back up. You keep trying. You're not closed off. You're not jaded here. But at the same time, because he's been through so much, the Nine of Wands kind of kind of has on his head on a swivel. Like he can sometimes be kind of expecting the other shoe to drop. So I would be careful with your expectations. It's perfectly fine it's actually a wonderful thing to learn from your mistakes in the past and want to be more cautious moving forward. But we also don't want to be, we want to be cautious but not closed off. And we want to make sure we're not punishing new people for past people's mistakes here. And we want to make sure that we're not, so distrusting and are like already expecting the worst. Because we do kind of, our expectations, we're going to manifest that, right? If you're going into it expecting that it's going to fail, you definitely can influence that. So we still want to try to have really positive expectations. But be cautious. You have the Four of Cups here for your next action. So the Four of Cups to me can be a card of the closed off heart. So I feel like you go into this with the right energy, but then I feel like, I don't know if it's like fear that kind of kicks in here, Pisces, as you start to develop feelings. It kind of feels that way here because we go from being kind of open and just careful and cautious to being a little bit more guarded, to being a little bit distrusting and closed off and already kind of expecting something to fail before it even really gets a chance. But I feel like you turn it around because the outcome here is the Three of Wands, which is my card for positive expectations. I feel like you're able to recognize it. And the Three of Wands is a card of future thinking, future planning, and foresight. It's a card of having positive expectations. He's just waiting for his ships to arrive, but he knows that they're coming. So it is definitely a card of hope as well. So I do feel like you are able to turn it around. I feel like there could be a spot here, Pisces, where you start to kind of allow your fear to get the best of you, but I feel like you work through it in a really beautiful way. So I'm really proud of you for that. And I think you're handling it just the right way. You're putting enough in, and when they're matching that energy, you're giving a little bit more. And I actually feel like you're meeting somebody here who's so some of you guys, this could be somebody you're already dealing with. For others of you, this could be somebody that you're meeting here. But this looks really nice. You got the Queen of Cups here. This is somebody who's very caring, very compassionate, and very understanding. So I do feel like you're meeting somebody here who's going to understand, the way that you are, and understand your feelings and understand your cautiousness. It looks very positive. Look at this. We have the Page, all beautiful cards here. We have the Sun, the Temperance, the Page of Pentacles. It looks very beautiful here, okay, Pisces? So I really like to see this for you. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If this resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. But this is where we part. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you next time.